afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting, riveting, and amazing Propagandacast from me, your host, Imperial Dane, the one, the only master of propaganda. We're off here to a 1 versus 1 on. Crossing the woods to the north, it is Augustine, fighting for king country, the Commonwealth, the British Army here with Royal Artillery, Lend-Lease Assault, and Mobile Assault with double infantry grenades. Forming up here the Guards Armored Division with Mobile Assault and Chosen, featuring flamethrowers, advanced cover combat, infiltration commanders, land mattresses, and vehicle crew repairs. In the south, it is Miragefla, fighting for the Wehrmacht, Germany, Deutschland. Fighting here as the 116th Panzer Division Winhund with assault support, defensive doctrine, and Jaeger Infantry, featuring double punt grenadier and infantry bullets here. MD42 stuff in Miragefla, triple section start here for Augustine. Also worth noting, Miragefla is apparently a bit occupied with something else, so he's a bit behind here, always a bit risky versus the British, who, of course, don't have to build a structure to get out their basic infantry, so they'll always be out in the field a bit faster, and this means he's already going to be seizing points here compared to Miragefla. So this could get a bit dicey for Miragefla, depending on how things go, and he will have to work a bit harder to make for it, but within a minute, usually not the biggest problem, but beyond a minute, usually going to be really behind already there, so we'll have to see here. All the way MD42 down from Miragefla, got the point here. Grenadier squad right about right there from Miragefla. We'll have to see what doctrine he goes for. Probably going to be seeing another Grenadier squad, though he could try and go for a sniper already now, though I would not advise that. So there you go, Grenadiers out from Miragefla. Some players like snipers against the British, since that way they can sort of plink away at the infantry sections at a safe distance. MD42 going to sing westwards, Pioneers and eastwards, so I'll try to make push there for both viewpoints, figure out which one is least and heavily defended. And in this case, Augustin is going to be putting less pressure on the eastern one, so that's probably going to be focusing. And inevitably, whilst the west side is seeing two sections there, so there might be a bit rougher there for Miragefla to make progress through. Back in Augustine's space, nothing further going on. Also, side note, of course, as always, please remember to like, subscribe, and share, and press that bell button. Helps me and helps you. And of course, a very big thanks to my Patreon supporters, without which this episode would not be possible. The old part of my company here is there. So anyways, you too can of course join their ranks by pledging on Patreon yourself. Links are in the description. Anyways, third Grenadier squad there from Miragefla. Augustine there holding up a bit of manpower. Maybe he's preoccupied with other things. Always clearly realised this is probably where the British are heavily dug in. This is pushing eastwards. Only one section of your flanks to deal with. They should be able to well handle it. Though it's going to be a bit tough. Fourth section there for Augustine, so a very infantry build. No surprises there, no surprises. Third Grenadier squad ready. Miragefla should probably be taking up soonish if he had the fuel. Of course, he's not quite got the fuel, going for the opponent's card point, basically trying to play around here. Augustine's made force. At the same time, Grenadier's points coming up here against trying to flank. But there you go. Augustine trying to turn the table. Miragefla here is trying to flank him as well. So both sides looking to near the other one. Grenadier's been caught here by the two sections around the southern road cut-off point. MD4's going to have to fall back there. Up here, Grenadier's for the section. Miragefla a bit scattered all over the place, fighting versus Augustine in different positions. We'll have to see if we can pull through there. Grenadiers falling back here. Section out in the open versus the Grenadiers in light cover. The Grenadiers should activate a chance versus the section. Shots being fired here. Section caught out in the open by the heavy cover. Pioneer's going to try and close in here. Grenadiers hold the distance. MD4 coming up to support further. Section taking light damage. Here Grenadiers fighting versus the sections here as well. Take up there going on from Miragefla. Very good. Augustine yet to take up. Still feeling a bit of manpower. So any helpful there for Miragefla despite his awkward start. Augustine is doing that. Actually allows Miragefla a bit of a chance there to catch up. Obviously Augustine is otherwise not making it easy, but the manpower float here is a bit peculiar. You'd think he needs to go for more sections now, take up, go for Vickers, Universal Carriers. He does not float that much manpower in the early game. Seems to perhaps indicate some hesitation there from Augustine. Perhaps he's not entirely sure as to what Miragefla is planning, and so finds himself unable to make up his mind. Briefly consider the fifth section as in the Universal Carriers. So clearly Augustine here is stuck with some indecision. He can't quite make up his mind. He's trying to figure out there what he wants to do and what Miragefla's game plan possibly is. You might have seen, of course, stuff like assault support here, so that might leave Augustine just a bit more hesitant than here versus Miragefla. Also, perhaps just the harassment plays we're seeing here from Miragefla, based in this case, avoiding main confrontations versus the British in like dug-in positions, and Miragefla is quite aware. Those typically tend not to favour the Wehrmacht, instead going for disruptive play, going for the cuff points, trying to force Augustine into attacking Miragefla instead by going for the points that way. So not a bad approach from Miragefla, obviously a bit more risky, something a bit more technical in play, but definitely not a bad idea. Does require some steady nerves. We can see there's actually disrupting there, forcing back. Augustine is forced to counterattack then into Miragefla's positions, instead of Miragefla having to attack into dug-in sections, obviously negating a lot of the section strength. So thumbs up to Miragefla, some very solid tactical play there. Sniper on the way. I think Pentagonist will be more impactful with some faster tech, but obviously still sorting fuel, so maybe just the Pentagonist. But either way, Universal going in here. Baker's Kill already mounted, machine gun opening out a bit there, but already Universal has bypassed the MD-42 crew. That's going to be a retreat here from him. Reconnect the point here. Going to reconnect the eastern point as well there. Miragefla a bit scattered. Needs to meet the counterattack. There we go. Cancel sniper for the light to make a nice company. Probably going to be pack 40 up to deal with the Universal carrier. That's definitely going to be thing necessary. But again, a few Pentagonist could also think go very far here for Miragefla. No bolts sections yet here for Augustine. Though we do finally have the tech up. Could see assault officers, could see snipers, could be sappers, could be a lot of things to really focus at this point. He's got plenty of opportunities ahead of him, plenty of options to choose from. As always, the question is, what does he choose? What does he go for? And there we go, we do get sappers there for Augustine. We do get the sniper attempt again here by Miragefla, not the pack 40. But he's got the western fuel point, he's almost got the eastern one as well there. Might be he's pushing westwards here to defend, go for the eastern fuel, help dig in there, since that seems to be where Augustine is less present, except now he's dispatching 2 sections there. So overall tough decisions in Miragefla again. Sappers out there for Augustine in the British Army. And he's reinforcing, sniper almost done with Miragefla. No, he is pushing east to catch the section of the Pioneers, the MD-42. Pioneers rushing in there. Undercover the MD-42 to help deal with the sections there. Aggressive play there. Carfon being hit, and he's digging in to make it harder here for Augustine to push forward, but they're going to just got himself in such a poor condition. I don't think that's a plan that can really last here for Miragefla. He's going to have to relieve that garrison fast, or it's going to get wiped out, which is not going to be very helpful here for Miragefla. Meanwhile, Augustine keeping up press. He's still floating a bit too much manpower consistently for my liking. I feel like he could be pressuring Miragefla a lot more aggressively. He uses manpower a bit more actively here, but there you go, section routed. M4 doing with the section here by the eastern victory point, and here section pushing, or Sapper pushing the sniper here to halfway down from Miragefla. AC Mark III not yet requisitioned. So that should actually give Miragefla a chance to do some damage with the 2-2. Particularly push back that Sapper squad there, since none of the other troops and units that Augustine has on the field can always deal with the 2-2-2. Still, Augustine has a significant resource lead and a 2-point lead. But again, he does seem to struggle to fully actualize it, if you will. Utilize it. Pioneers sneaking about there by the eastern fuel point. Tutu catching the Universal in a pretty bad spot, turning around there, but already down to half health. Tutu should be able to finish it off. There's nothing nearby that can actually threaten the armored car here. AC Mark III there is on the way for Augustine. At least its requisition time a bit better by now. But even then, it's going to take some time to get at the AC Mark III. Meanwhile, Miragefla's going to just match as he can with the 2-2. They'll probably not extend either, since his wave, if you push it too far, the AC could appear at any moment and then destroy the armored car. But still, putting pressure on the Augustine there, it's, I think, a really good idea there. And of course, getting rid of the Universal Care will help you out Miragefla very significantly. As that unit can be quite the pain in the posterior with this Vickers K upgrade. No upgrades there for Augustine. Could consider calling it commandos here versus Miragefla. That could be quite effective, obviously. MD-42 comes from westwards. Of course, this could be one reason he might be keeping all of his manpower up. He actually wants to call in commandos, but at the same time, he's a bit hesitant about calling too much stuff in before that, so he can't call in as soon as possibly wants to. Then again, he's not calling the commandos now, so maybe not. Again, Augustine there is a bit hard to decipher. Bit hard to decipher, and of course, that has his advantage of his own. Your opponent can't figure out what you're doing, obviously, but even then, I think the limits to that. And there you go. Mobile. Both infantry squads and research weapon racks there, both on the way now here for Augustine. Sun swing into that, and there you go, armored car down. Still, for that many units, he obviously wants them upgraded, so makes sense. Just surprised it took him this long. No Pack 48 here from Miragefla, no Panzer going to do that either. We got more Pioneers, and there we go, do get the Pack 40, the Panzer that can only 30. The AC Mark III obviously forcing Miragefla's hand. He has to go for it. Sections of the move here. Weapon racks halfway down there for Augustine and the British Army. Sections thinking about here. Western fuel point secured there by Miragefla and the 116th Panzer Division Windhund. Section there grabbing about. Very good work there. Still no doctrine here from Miragefla. Hard to say what he could be planning. Though assault support sounds to look more likely that or Jaeger Infantry. Defensive doctrine as the match goes on looks less and less likely. The centre they're being grabbed by the section. Lincoln is in the west here. Attacking the Miragefla, but gets baited into the MD42. Good work. But there you go. Commandos do appear here finally for Augustine. They do appear with their silent Sten guns to assault and ambush the MD42 crew gunners nearby, but they can't stop them. They can't stop the Commandos. That's going to be a retreat, I think. Oh, Miragefla will lose the MD42, and even then he might be too late now, but the way he retreated there rather slowly, to be honest. The silent Sten guns here do a lot of damage in game. Got a white elf, I believe, in the east end. There you go, but the MD42 goes down. That is quite a blow there to Miragefla. Great for Augustine, though. One less obstacle for his infantry, and of course, another obstacle for Miragefla's infantry. So there you go, nice assault there with the Commandos. Section moving ahead, troops moving back on the eastern side. Guns moving in there, pack being asserted with the second gun is moving to block, more light machine guns. The more light machines he's going for, the less like Jaeger Infantry looks, and the more like the assault support looks in my optics. We'll of course have TV Curse for it. Pioneers in the fire from the EC Mark III. 3 kills on that so far. Pack 40 being hauled forward. Back here reinforcement healing. Light machine gun support there probably was going to be equipped from the 3rd squad. Section retreating. Grab the eastern victory point. Very good. They're seizing the eastern fuel point as well. Very few from the Tommies. The Inselhafen. Back in Augustine space. Weapon racks are ready to unload guns into the hands of British infantrymen, but we'll have to see if he actually grabs it. Also, to be fair, this is less of a rack and just more of a pile of assorted guns. But obviously calling it a unlock gun pile sounds more American, you know, than, you know, British, I suppose. Anyways, punches on the way there for Miragefla. Very good there for him, very good. Very good, sehr good even. So using Eastern fuel point here and the victory point. Pushing westwards again, very fluid play there with Miragefla. Machine gun holding up here. Can he grab it back? Can he deny it to the Tommies? We've got 2 sections here with Bren guns so far. That's going to be a bit more threat there to Miragefla's troops. They does, of course, have the light machine guns. But the lack of a heavy machine gun will slow them down a bit. Miragefla's now been hanging back. I think he's doing it somewhat in part, maybe just in case there's an enemy sniper out. So he's sort of trying to see if he can, you know, cause Augustine to get impatient. In which case, that was a pretty fast decision there. There was no sniper back there by Miragefla. 10 kills on the sniper though. 11 kills. Veteran 1 gained. A little star there. Back here, troops reinforcing healing. Nothing further going from Miragefla. No taking no docks, and there you go. Punch was the assaulting commandos. Like, oh, bun grenade round to the midst of them. Kills one of their own, but also kills several of the commandos. Almost gets a full button the commando squad. Almost. But not quite. Down to just 1 man. Gunneers being suppressed by the MD42. Nice play there by Augustine. Ambushed Miragefla. Clearly wasn't expecting the machine gun to be down there. Thumbs up. Obviously at the same time risky, but in this case paid off quite nicely. Points in these being seized by Augustine and the British Army. No tech yet there for either. Oh, now mind, I spoke too soon. Miragefla is in fact taking up. Still no sign of a doctrine though. Still no sign of a greater plan of action here for Miragefla and the German army. No guiding star of fire. Points being seized. 3 times as much fuel than Miragefla. This is definitely something that could get very ugly for Miragefla. And he definitely needs to do something, I think, a bit more permanent about the current fuel situation. Augustine beginning to blow apart the walls here. Probably just to deny cover to the opponent. And possibly also clips lines of fire. Hard to say, but I think this is the first time I've seen this being used on crossing the woods there. Laying down mines. Laying down mines. Seizing a point there. Pioneers moving up. There we go. Catches one of them. Forces the back. Right before they manage to finish the mine. Close one there. Commanders trying to sneak up, but they're already getting spotted there. Obviously looking to ambush with Bren guns and light cannon bombs. Can they cloak right in time? Looks like they are. And there you go. Smoke grenade. Oh, light cannon bomb off. Didn't quite get thrown far enough. Then it pioneers was the section there. Quick retreat from the gunneer. Sniper is a bit further back. He's advancing the mountain commanders. 2 kills there. Veterans 1. And taking a lot of casualty. I think you should just retreat there by now. West side there. Fuel point assault here for Miragefla. Sputters out as Augustine pushes back pretty hard. Jaeger Infantry from Miragefla at this point. Peculiar choice there with all the light machine gun grenades, but I guess he just wants the Jaeger command squad out. Of course, may also be some G for the fleet Panzer grenades to follow up with here. Pack 40 there being hosed down by the Panzer grenades, denying it to the British. Would have been quite disastrous from Miragefla if Augustine did not manage to get away with the Pack 40s well on top of the MB42. Jaeger command squad moving ahead here in the center. We've got the sniper moving up, grenades supporting here as well. Section being pushed back a bit here. We got 8 kills, close to 2. Back here, reinforcement healing from Miragefla. Halfway to 2 on that sniper, 14 kills. Mines, brothers, and fuel pump. Thumbs up there to Augustine. Very good, very good. Section moving up here. Pioneers there spotting a mine. Good work getting mines for them in Miragefla. We'll need to retreat the Pioneers down in just one man, and would be a bit of a shame if Miragefla loses his minesweeper team right now. Yeah, command to the center. Grenades Pioneers following up here. AC straight also moving in. Pack 40 there reinforced. Not. Reinforcing. We'll have to see if he goes from the support call, though he could find himself needing a Stug. Augustine also trying to take up, could actually go for a fast Cromwell here or a Centaur. They could also just try and stay up for a Comet. We'll have to see, but I think Comet is actually a viable option here for Augustine, seeing how much fuel he's getting, though I think Cromwell would be the better choice. And there's a big push for the center to the command squad, the Pioneers, the Gunners, and the Sniper. Quite cost assault here from Augustine with no real support or smoke there. And there goes Sappers wiped. Nice kill there from Miragefla. Definitely hurts Augustine. Grenade off, doesn't quite land a hit either. And the commanders are trying to go for the Sniper, but are forced back as well. Casualties piling up here for Augustine as a center assault rather sputtered out. We got troops sneaking up there. They're flanking with him for a too good play of Augustine. And the Pack 40 could cleared out again. Down there we go. Pack crew is dead and running. Bunkering up in the section. Almost getting a wipe here, but he's not reacting to Augustine's deep flank. There you go. Going for the Pack 40 as well. The gunner is opening up. Panzers nearby as well. Probably cleared out, but he's probably just doing it to disrupt here. Miragefla, that's really just weird call then. Northeast here. Gunner is Panzer in the AC. Mac Philippe's got nothing to deal with it. The Pack 40 is far away and he's got no armor or vehicles. Got the fuel pump, need to retreat the Grenadiers. Grab the center here. Still not a lot of fuel there from Miragefla versus Augustine. Really something Miragefla needs to fix that in some long-term solution here. No support on the core yet. Machine gun holds away. We got 3 kills on it. Veterans 1. Even used the incendiary pistol at some pump there, getting snapped here by Miragefla sniper. His Scharfschütze. Panzer arriving as well. We could see him actually clearing out the machine gun and getting it back here for the German army. That, of course, would be great for Miragefla and a bit awkward for Augustine. But no. The machine gun crew there, it looks like they almost make it. Only one man does it, though, but still. The machine gun has been denied to the Germans, the Huns, the Jerrys. Commanders charging back with the section. The Panzers there. Light gun bomb off. Panzers are going to need to retreat before they get wiped out. Very close to being wiped out. Bit of awkward call there by Miragefla. Sniper those saves the day with an instant explosive round here. Nice call by Miragefla. Nice call. 100 points left here for Miragefla. Really needs something with armor soon. Need something out that fuel as well. They're 95 versus 187. Augustine has a massive lead over Miragefla. Humongous. Titanic even. There's an ocean of a difference between the two. I think it is safe to say here. Section routed. We got 85 as the 487 there of Augustine. 82. These are the gunners running the section there. Support McGraw there for Miragefla. Very good, very good. AC sitting out there. Augustine is finally taking out. Might just go straight here for hammer tactic to go for a Comet. Pioneer's got the Western fuel, but he is still incredibly low in victory points. So Paul McCormick's done. Here come up going for the fuel point. Might pop a smoke grenade to minimize incoming fire. I suppose you shoot at the advancing British infantrymen. 2 men left and forced retreat there. We got 52. Miragefla just plays like he has got no issues with the victory points at all. 49. Good lord. Crawling away the Augustine, going for center point here. Biggest holding up behind the wreckage of the Universal Carrier. Going for the point. And the western point there, Sappers being routed. We got 37 versus 187. Good lord. Almost got the steps. There you go. Piat dropped. Got the point with the neutral moving ahead there. Needs to have someone grab the point. There we go. Slime moves up to the job. We got 30 versus 187. Cromwell halfway done. Miragefla setting up for a Panther 4 here. Machine gun fire from 2 gun. These flat machines. Rifle being dispatched as well. There you go. Almost got the heavy machine gun team there down to just one man. Veteran G2, 3 kills. Miragefla might just be able to kill it. There we go. Could get it back. Pack 40's moving up as well here. Pioneer's Punch moving up as well there. Western Victory Point seized. We got 27 versus 487. We got Section Commands moving up the Bren guns in hand. Light gun bombs being flung in the general direction of the Germans. Pioneers, Punchers there dodging it. Grabbing the machine gun there. Bun grenade off. Imagine on the MD42 crew. And there we go. Almost wipes it. Pioneers routed by the commanders. The commanders themselves are taking excruciating casualties out in the open. Pack 40 down to great here on the Cromwell. Heavy and intense fighting on the scientific point. Machine crew wiped out again. Piet and Panterfaust helped do a lot of damage to the Cromwell for Miragefla. Absolutely brutal. He's not far off from a Panther 4. He has the fuel. He just needs the manpower. We do get a Panther 4, the Panzerkampfwagen 4. Augustine a bit sun in a ton of position there. He's still very close to winning this, but his forces have taken a bit of beating here. And he needs to reorganize and I think reconsider his tactics here versus Miragefla. Panzer opening up, close to being killed though. Ground the western munitions point section setting up. Crom there being self-repaired. Very good. AC need repairs. Lacking sappers though. Augustine has no easy way of doing it. Definitely to replace those sappers though. Destroyed the MD42 rather than recruit. I guess Miragefla decided it wasn't worth it. In terms of risk. Moving for the western victory point. Panzer 4 right about done there for Miragefla and the 1 and 16th Panzer Division. Back here, nothing further going on for Miragefla except from casual healing and reinforcement. There we go. Panzer 4 setting up. Pinman machine gun yet to be added to it. East side there we got AC versus the Grenadier Squad going some trouble. They're actually doing some damage there. Not entirely sure how, but they did it. And then they might just get wiped here by the commandos. Yeah, that's looking very likely just getting ace level. There you go. Annihilated. Bit of blow this Miragefla. Who still has ample infantry. Commanders line up against the wall. And there you go. The wall starts to crumble as some of the team members do as well. Almost got the munition point, moved a bit too fast. 5 kills, half 8 to in that Jaeger command squad.
Enemy threatening a capture point.
Panzer 4 there with 2 kills, back here reinforcement healing. No sign of further take there from Miragefla. Very good there, I think. As for Augustine, no hammer or anvil tactics chosen yet.
We're losing a capture point.
Seems like Augustine might be a bit upset about the recent setbacks. Visual pursues this. We got choosing up the eastern side. Commandos hunting right. Gunners bring up the Piet. Gunners rifle needing the one shrubbery there is. Pretty much faking that Augustine likes to hide out in shrubberies, and this could actually be a really good spot to hide in. So, thumbs up to Miragefla. Thumbs up.
A capture point is being overrun.
As always, when it comes to these situations, remember the Monty Python skit there about how to hide, and if there's only one shrubbery to hide in, maybe it's not the best place to hide. Panzer Pioneer to a Panzer 4 in the game. AC might feel, of course, got the Cromwell nearby. Still nothing further going there. The Augustine in terms of like armor, no greater planning going on or additional tanks. Cromwell AC though in the west side here, still a bit of a middle force there for the 1 Panther 4. Miragefla responds to bring up a Pack 40 number 2 to help deal with it. Not a bad idea, but obviously vulnerable to, say, a land mattress which is being brought up. They're also not quite as fast, but certainly in terms of like cost efficiency, it is quite cheap to help deal with armor with. Even though it's a bit sluggish. But with the land matches up, we'll have to see how that goes. As the land matches could cause Miragefla's packs a bit of grief, in particular we bunch them up. Going west here, we got 26 versus 434. Miragefla's now the one bleeding out. Augustine though, Augustine still has a hell of a lead there. That's going to be difficult for Miragefla to catch up with. Land matches flying away there. First barrage is unfortunately mostly just fireworks spectacle here from Augustine, as it hits absolutely nothing except maybe some squirrels and of course the secretive sea squirrel or lake squirrel. AC moving eastwards there. 12 killed, 13-2, going here for the eastern fuel point. Pioneers moving up. Good move to Augustine trying to attack elsewhere. And still no real sign of additional armor here. Augustine flooding a lot of fuel, a bit of manpower. Feel like he should be trying to push more tanks right now versus Miragefla while he can. And Miragefla should just push him armor while he can, of course, as well there. Oh, light gun bomb there. Does a bit of number there on the Grenadiers. Doesn't need any white, but it's only a few casualties. There we go, pushing further ahead. They've got 14 kills. Yay, command got doing what can. There you go, forced retreat though. Finding there, 6 numbers right with the Grenadiers out in the open. Not great there for Augustine. A few setbacks here and there. Cromwell to the rescue of the commander squad. There you go. Miragefla's going for second patrol, very good. Meanwhile, Augustine is here to go for an additional armor or set up for bigger armor. Less than efficient, I think, there by Augustine. Less than efficient. I feel like he could arguably be doing a bit more with his resources there. Section of Grenadiers, I think, won't be able to win that engagement by at all. Section is simply put in a better condition than the Grenadiers. There you go, Grenadiers forced retreat. Smoking down here on the AEC Mark III on the Cromwell as well there. A lot of ammunition being spent on that. Still no sign of anything further from Augustine. Miragefla meanwhile has his second Panzer IV ready. Very good there. Yeah, command squad moving, catching the section. They're trying to dig in by the eastern fuel point. Miragefla is having none of it. And he's quick to set a stop for it. Panzer IV moving up. Still needs to connect the fuel point though. Although it's not going to matter too much. Well, at least not as much as if you controlled it. With fully connected supply lines. Section sing out sappers as well, or land match as well, hanging back here. No sappers still in there. Go replacement sappers for Augustine finally. Could have had those out notably sooner. Beyond that, the lack of just more tanks is definitely something that stands out to me. Definitely something that stands out. We got troops moving down here. Big push here by Augustine. Looking at Miragefla's left flank, which actually kind of is quite vulnerable. The centre east is way stronger, so by his heading hard west, he should actually be able to outflank Miragefla quite a bit and maybe force him into an engagement that actually isn't correct for Miragefla, depending how he responds to it. So there you go. Sneaking in the AC, leading the way. Cromwell backing up there. Sections following up as well there. And is it taking minor hits there? So they fall back. That's silly called in here by Miragefla trying to disrupt him. But there you go. Good hit from the Pack 4 and the Panzer 4 and the Cromwell. One hit went through there. Punches on his Grenadiers moving up. So there you see sniping away there. 14 kills. Section rally taking too much damage here from Miragefla's counter-attack. Landmass is trying into it though. Manages to bait Miragefla. It seems like into it. And there we go. Then hits with the rockets. Grenadiers almost wiped out. There you go. Full Grenadiers called White Pack Cluster being exterminated as well there. Not a bad maneuver, I suppose, by Miragefla. Augustine in the end. Cromwell shoots, misses the Panzer 4. Damage ending the Panzer 4. He almost got the Pack 40. The Pack 40 crew somehow managed to survive this horrific artillery barrage. Somehow. Panzer 4 there, catching the AC Mark III. Pop smoke and disengage. Oh dear, he's going to lose it. Cromwell moving up. And Cromwell ends up saving the AC Mark III. Augustine going for another Cromwell here. No attempt at comet tanks. Just more Cromwells, in which case I have to say you could have that much sooner, which would be much greater. In fact, you could even possibly have like 2 more comets or Cromwells up by now. So definitely not what I'd call particularly efficient play there by Augustine. Definitely not what I'd call the most efficient. It's only something that could be worked on. Repairing the Cromwell, troops reinforcing healing. Season Eastern fuel putting over the section, very good. Snow up there close to Veteran 3. Cromwell almost good to go there for Augustine. Panzer IV up the advancing section. Landing a nice hit there for the glory of the German army. Other Panzer IV need repairs. Sniper gets another hit there. We got 29 kills close to the Aisel. Great work there. Crom moving up and engaging another Panther Force. Shot bounces. More Grenadiers in Mirage to replace some velocity suffered by now. Has he actually upgraded enemy tuners with ambush camouflage? He has not. Bit of a shame there. Trying to take out that Panther Force with the Crom on the AC and second Crom moving up. So they need to be careful, of course. There's the pack about. Panther Force was about to go down, so close to 52, but it won't reach it by the looks of it unless he gets ridiculously lucky. Which he didn't. Cromwell getting me 2 seconds back, get wiped out though. Quite a blow to Augustine down to right infantry. We've got 26 versus 219. Augustine still has a significant victory point lead, but Miragefla is slowly closing in the gap between the two. Slowly. But steadily. Need to be careful with his armoured vehicles. This section about to be taken out, but the Panther Force is not careful. Punches moving up as well there. Ace level, by the way. Oh dear, Bren gun drop, and that's another section there. The Augustine's really starting to have some mistakes sneak in there. Land match is fine. There you go. Panther 4 was almost immobilized there fully. AC Panther 4 going for, or Crom going for the Panther 4 here. Almost got it. And that's the second Panther 4 down. A huge blow there to Miragefla. 2 Panther 4s down. He still has an infantry though. Goes for another Panther 4. Though I think with this many tanks and the armored car, he may just want to go for Stoogs. Still good work with the armor there by Augustine. Definitely, I think, helped give him a bit more rebound power here versus Miragefla, but he's still shot in infantry, and infantry does matter a lot in companies too. So he does need to replace his losses there. He cannot afford to rest on his laurels. Meanwhile, AC there is readying the base, going for a sniper kill here. Very bold aggressive there. I mean, if he can get the sniper, it could arguably pay itself off, but I think it's going to be pretty risky from there. Go pumping to the medic bunker. Main gun out, and Augustine's play here to take out the snipers out the base has backfired on him. Instead of gaining the kill, but he lost his AC Mark III and eventually 3, which is quite the loss there. Now we got the Panther here for Mirage. That's going to make it a bit more tricky here for Augustine to do what he wants to do. In with 2 crumbles. In with 2 crumbles. Fixing up the Cromwell tank there. There we go. Tank commander ready. Taking us in for the Grenadiers. And then Metro setting up, but not yet ready to fire its payload of rockets. On the west side here we got commanders moving up against the Pioneers and the Panther 4. Black Gun bomb off, 3rd Cromwell with Augustine. That's going to be a lot of Cromwell tanks. We could maybe give Augustine what he needs to like push through, but it's starting to become a bit of an issue there with the few victory points he's got left here. He can't really afford to do that much more about. Needs to deliver a shocking blow here against Miragefla and, you know, get those victory points. Crom then lands a great hit on the Panther squad there. It takes out half the unit. Down to 100 points. The command squad hiding out there in the same position the commandos hit out. Land Metro's ready to fire. 3rd Cromwell almost done.
Enemy threatening a capture point.
Pushing it forward there. Your command squad ambushing the section, almost popping it out there. Good work, but there you go. 3rd Cromwell ready. Miragefla is 1 tank, of course he does have the double pack 40s to back there up with.
We've 75 points left.
73 versus 226. That's 26, not 226, just 26. Lifting it off in the commandos. Oh, he almost walked into it. Holy smokes. That worked out for Miragefla and then he arrived doing so. Would have actually been filthy guarding the white there. Landmatch is frying though. Scattering here, Miragefla's forces in the centre. Gets the pack 40 actually. That's actually a possible opportunity. Grenadiers being hammered by the Cromwell's got 26 versus 59 though. Continuing to bombard here. Grenadiers very low on health. Ooh, gets within Panther's range. Will he try and pop it? Worth noting he's not using the Cromwell's machine gun to do more damage. Bit another shot there by Augustine. 50 points left and his squad almost being wiped out here. Pack crude already. Got the Grenadier squad. Search and destroy seems to be the order of the day here for Augustine. Search and destroy. piece by piece. Still going for Miragefla. Very good decision here. There's all these crumbles. Very good decision. Looks like he's lining up for a big push here versus Miragefla. Can he make it work? And the problem is still he's short on infantry to support them with, so I'm not entirely sure. But there you go, Crom taking a few hits. Shots bouncing or missing at the Panther 4. Smoking down the Pack 40 back up. There's still another Pack 40 about here. I think he needs to wait a bit longer before committing to the attack here. Oh dear, he's committing, he's not ready, I think. Artillery's not ready, infantry's not ready, and the tanks are not in a great position either, but still, he's going for it. Main gun not holding the veteran tank, they're too slow there, too slow. Other tanks going for a deeper flank here. Panzer start the watch sniper's nest, they're being shot to bits. Stupid on the flank here, pretty much it's disrupted. The deep flank attempt now by Augustine, got where the Miragefla and the Sturmgeschütz. So with this, Augustine is in a much worse position now. 24 versus 27. He's back to bleeding out Miragefla. Might still win this, but he's lost control of the eastern victory point already now. Going for the center one, pushing back the Pack 40. It's going to be a close one. Light Gambler from the Panzer Grenadiers and wipes them out. Oh dear, he retreats though. He retreats. Stuart rolling ahead here, going for the crumbles. They are not inside the base bar. Whether the chance could take them out here. They're not being repaired. Panther going for the section here. Center victory point ready neutral. Until they find the eastern point here. Sabs the Jaeger command squad, but the rockets are all missing. 21 versus 26. And there you go. Cromwell knocked out. Stuart went down in return. Sabastan Squad got cut colony commandos here. Might be the best if we got another Cromwell for Augustine. We got another Cromwell. Another medium tank. Or cruiser tank, as the British called them. More Sabers for Augustine. 21 versus 24. Troops reinforcing healing. Units on the way, but can he win fast enough here?
Enemy threatening a capture point.
It's a close one. It's a close one. Commanders moving up here.
The new engineer section is waiting for orders.
Sabers ready, landmass moving up. Cromwell halfway down. Smoked enough to retreat, help the commander retreat. Good move there.
Damned enemies trying to take
Tactically a strong move there for sure. And a sensible, really. Cromwell's knocked out. The force fall back in the face of the Panther 4. Parney's a bit of trouble here with the section. Sabers moving out.
Tank ready for action. We only have 10 points left.
9 points left for Augustine. 7 or 7 in German. 5. Going for the point. We got Silly called in to disrupt them. 3 points, and I think that's GG. That is GG. Game over. Lost there. Focusing on victory for Miragefla. A bit closer times there. Miragefla had a slightly awkward start. Augustine a great one, but he was considerably weak at actually utilising his strong. He floated points several times there, resources several times. He also wasn't quite able to push his advantage in terms of armour. Bit inefficient armour play there, which allowed Miragefla to slowly turn around and beat his opponent. So well played Miragefla, but certainly a bit of weaker early game. And had Augustine been a bit sharp, I think Miragefla could have lost this quite easily. So there you go. Hope you enjoyed this match. I learned something from it. If you did, subscribe, like, share, comment on it, tell friends, tell family, but don't tell your niece. This is Imperial Link. Cheers. Thank you for watching. I'll see you tomorrow again for another episode. Bye.